A €50 billion package of EU aid to Ukraine was blocked by Hungarian President Viktor Orban just hours after the bloc agreed to begin talks to allow Ukraine to join the EU. Here's everything you need to know. On Thursday, EU leaders took the historic step of allowing Ukraine to begin membership talks, even as it continues fighting its war with Russia. However, they could not agree on a package of financial aid worth €50 billion. This is because the aid money was vetoed by the Hungarian delegation at the conference. Now, Hungarian President Viktor Orban, who maintains close ties with Russia, has consistently been against the idea of Ukraine joining the EU. In fact, at this summit in Brussels, leaders were only able to bypass his objections by asking him to leave the room whilst they agreed to start accession talks with Ukraine. However, unlike the membership talks, financial aid requires all 27 EU leaders to agree, meaning they could not simply bypass his objections. But why does the Hungarian Prime Minister oppose support for Ukraine? Well, Viktor Orban has consistently argued that the EU should not send financial aid to countries outside of the bloc. He also told Hungarian state radio that this was part of his plan to guarantee that Hungary gets the money it has been promised by the EU and that this is not impacted by its support for Ukraine.
Ez egy remek alkalom arra, hogy világossá tegye, hogy meg kell kapnia azt, ami neki jár. Nem a felét, meg a negyedét, hanem meg kell kapnia az egészet. Tehát mi egy tisztességes elbánásra tartunk igényt, és most jó esély van arra, hogy ezt érvényesítsük is.
The failure to secure funding comes as a second blow in a week for President Zelensky, after he also failed to convince US senators to back a significant aid deal to his country. But this did not stop him from celebrating the start of membership talks with the EU.
Сьогодні рішення про початок переговорів про вступ в ЄС. Після цього кроку ще будуть наступні. Велика робота. Інтегрувати державу, всі інституції, всі норми. Все це до Євросоюзу, але зробимо.
And he was not the only one who felt optimistic. Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte told reporters he was confident the EU could renegotiate the aid package in January.
Again, I'm cautiously optimistic that we can get to a breakthrough also with Hungary. Early next year you will see the negotiating position of the 26, what we agreed, so that will be published, and I think that is a balanced package.
But later that evening, Hungarian President Viktor Orban did not share the same feeling of optimism. He said that Hungary could still move to try and veto Ukraine's EU membership.
Magyarország lelkiismeretét nem terheli, később ezt a folyamatot meg tudjuk állítani, ha kell, be is húzzuk a kéziféket, a legvégső döntés meg majd a magyar parlament kimondja.
So whilst Ukrainians have a lot to celebrate, it appears there's still a lot of political posturing ahead before it can become a full member of the EU.